Hello out there to all of my fellow gold diggers. This is your girl Rita coming to you with another video on today. Today I will be sharing with you what I made in my first month doing my new side hustle, which has been mystery shopping. So if you want to hear more about that, then just continue to watch. But before we get into this video, as always, I am going to ask that you like this video if you find this information helpful, and please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy what you see and want to see more content from me. I am an entrepreneur, business owner, and on a journey towards debt freedom or financial independence, and I plan on retiring early. So I will be sharing with you the ups, downs, mistakes I made along this journey. So please feel free to tune in if you're interested in hearing more about that. All right, so in my last video, I shared with you I'm doing a new side hustle, which is mystery shopping. If you're not familiar with what that is, I went over that in the previous video, so make sure you check that out. But I began doing it last month, and during that month, I was able to do 15 mystery shops in the month of June. And I shared with y'all before, most of the mystery shops I did, they involved banking, which is pretty much where you're either asking about a bank account, or maybe you're having to open up a bank account at a certain establishment. Pretty much I've done retail stuff where pretty much you're just seeing how the staff member kind of interacts with you, making sure the store is set up a certain way. And I've done this with like grocery stores as well as like clothing stores. Once the clothing store that I went to, pretty much all I really had to do was try on some clothes and give them feedback about my interaction in the store and my interaction with the employees and that kind of thing. And that was pretty much it. I have also done restaurant mystery shops as well. I haven't done too many of those, but pretty much you get paid a certain fee for your feedback on the food as well as the customer service you received from the employee or whatever, and they reimburse you usually for your food. And oftentimes, most of them will give you a small fee for completing the mystery shop. And then I also did one that is like that's involved in education, where you're just pretending like you want to start a particular program at a certain school, and you're just giving feedback about the whole experience that you had with the person or whatever. So those were the ones that I did. Like I said, I did do 15 mystery shops in the month of June. Now, real quick, oftentimes when you sign up, there's different companies that do the mystery shops, and you sign up with these companies or whatever, and a lot of them will say that they pay out like a month later, or 30 days or 45 days later, depending on what day they say their payout is or whatever, or when they say you have to have your shop information submitted, and then it's like this payday or whatever. So keep in mind, if you do decide to do mystery shops, that it can take you up to a month to 45 days before you see your money. But one of the companies that I did a lot of the mystery shops with, or pretty much about half of them, they pay out weekly. So I got my, like, as long as I had my report or whatever submitted by a certain date, I think they paid out on Friday, and I had the money by that Friday or whatever. And there was one company, I think they paid me in like 2 days or whatever, but that is not the norm. Most of them, and even the one that paid in 2 days, even when you fill out the application, it says that typically it's 30 days. So so just keep that in mind when it comes to that. If you're wondering like, when am I going to get paid for these shops, a lot of them, it's going to be a 30 to 45 day turnaround before you see your money. All right, but let's see. Oh, other thing is, they usually, most of them tend to pay through PayPal. Some of them you can set up your account. There is one that they are actually talking about they're gonna mail me a check, a paper check or whatever, which is fine. I mean, I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get my money or whatever. But I'm like, that's probably gonna take a while. So if you with that company, just know they're sending out paper checks, and it's gonna take a minute for you to get it. But large majority of them, they use PayPal, or they'll have you to enter your banking information where you want your money deposited. So it's like a direct deposit or whatever. Into the account or whatever. Now, so I did 15 mystery shops, and during that time, these mystery shops, they can take anywhere from, the shortest amount of time I had was like, it was 5 minutes. Like literally, I was in there for 5 minutes, and I think for that particular one, I got paid, or I will be getting paid, 22 dollars or whatever. And then my longest one, it took like 45 minutes to do that particular shop, and that one is one of my highest ones, where it pays me $90 or whatever. So not too bad. $90 for 45 minutes of work, and pretty much it's not even work. They're just kind of observing and seeing, how they're interacting with you, and then you just report back on how they interacted with you. So anywhere, the shops I have done have taken anywhere from. Hey guys, this is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger, and I wanted to share with you about an app I use to save money on gas. Every time I purchase gas using the app Get Upside, I save a certain amount off for each gallon purchase. And if you use my code Q5G5Q, when you make your first purchase, you'll save 15 cents off for every gallon you buy. That code, once again, is Q5G5Q. The app is called Get Upside. So, you might as well save money on things that you're already purchasing. And with these COVID streets opening up, I know a lot of you are traveling more and more. So save money on that gas. Get the app, Get Upside, put in the code Q5G5Q, save 15 cents off of every gallon when you make your first purchase. All right. So let's get out there and let's save some money, guys. 5 to 45 minutes. Now, if you're doing a restaurant shop or something like that, they do have a lot of fast food shops. So keep in mind, those are just going to be kind of really quick and short. So they're not going to take a lot of your time. They do have some for like sit down restaurants. So, those can take, 30 to 45 minutes depending on how you get your food or whatever. So just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, some of them are like really quick, and some of them they can take 45 minutes, depending on what all the person is supposed to go over with you and supposed to tell you. Now, what y'all have been waiting on is how much did I get paid in this month. So I did 15 shops, and drum roll please, I don't have a drum roll, and even my beat is off anyway. But anyway, so with 15 shops that I did in the month of June, I made $559. Y'all, I can't believe it. I did go really, really hard. Now, I will say I've already gotten paid for about half of that, about 230, 235 or so. So I'm still waiting on my money for the rest of it or whatever. But I did go hard because I was like, oh, let me check this out. Let me see what this one's about and that kind of thing. And there were some that I did try and it just didn't work out. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this or whatever. But pretty much I just did it during my free time. I do have some times where I'm not at the office or whatever, so I just did it during those times. And your schedule can be pretty flexible if you have a pretty flexible schedule, but even if you don't, you could do them in the evenings. And with them being kind of short, there were a couple that I ran and did on like my lunch break really quick, because maybe they were like right up the road from me or right up the road from my job. And I was like, this shouldn't take longer than 30 minutes. And like one of them, like I said, it only took me 5 minutes. So just keep that in mind if you are interested in doing it. But yeah, 15, I got $559. Now I am slowing down because like I said, I hit the ground running. My goal that I want moving forward, is to make at least $250 a month extra from doing the mystery shopping. So as long as I get that, I'm pretty happy. And that will be going to either debt or to my investment accounts, depending on what's going on at the time. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to save at least $50 a month in eating out. So altogether, it would hopefully help me bring in $300 or $300 that I could use towards paying off debt or investing. And what I mean by save $50 a month from eating out is because there are lots of restaurant shops, and I know we eat out at least once, twice, a few times out of the month. So if one of those meals is like a mystery shop, that's extra money in our pocket. Because actually we have, my husband and I, we are going to be doing a date night next week, and that's one of my mystery shops or whatever, and they are paying for, well, they are going to reimburse for like the main course, the appetizer, and an actual, they require that you get an alcoholic beverage. So yeah, so if we can get one of our date nights covered, or one of our family nights or something like that covered, yeah, and save some money, I am all for it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes with the mystery shopping. But let me know in the comments if you're interested in hearing more about the mystery shopping industry, or just my experiences, my adventures with mystery shopping. I would be happy to share. I can't give specific company names or whatever, because it's a mystery. But if you want more information, or you're thinking about getting into it, let me know, and I'll be happy to create more videos for you detailing my latest side hustle. All right, but that is all I have for now. This is your girl Rita, also known as the Gold Digger. Take care.